fans, Troy Rhodes with Get a Limit Outdoors. We've gotten a lot of emails recently about how custom rods are made, so today we're taking a little field trip. We're visiting with the owner of JD Rods, Jeff Steenbergen. So we're going to take a look and see how custom rods are made, and hopefully he can shed some insight on how things are done. Let's go take a look.
Hey guys, this is Jeff Steenbergen, the owner of JD Rods. Today I'm going to show you the steps on how to build a custom rod. Okay, the first step to build a custom rod is to find the backbone. I'm going to insert the blank into my backbone finder. I'm going to flex the blank or load the blank and then spin it. As it spins, it falls into a natural bend and you can feel and see that. I'll do it again. Fell in there again, same place. One more time. There, it fell right in the same place again. After I've verified that's the right spot, I will mark the blank and then move to the next step. Alright, the next step would be to put the grips and reel seat on this rod. On this particular rod we've chosen a standard black foam grip. You can also get this in many colors. Also on the reel seat for this rod we've chosen a standard black reel seat. You can have colors and patterns like this one with skulls on it, or one that a customer has ordered to put on an OSU rod. Alright, the next step will be to put these components on, which are the winding checks, the grip, and the reel seat. Slide these on the end of the rod because it's tapered, and they're fit to the taper. But when I get done sliding them on there, it's going to go up into this lathe. Alright, once we've slid these components onto the blank, we're going to set them to the previous marks. Slide the winding check into place on top of the butt. I'm going to slide the winding check for the grip down. Put the grip into place and set the winding check. We're going to slide the reel seat into place. Align it with the backbone mark we made earlier. And the final winding check comes down in front of the reel seat. For demonstration purposes, we did not put any glue on at this time. Alright, the next step would be to glue the guides on the blank. I'm going to get some glue and put it on the bottom side of the feet. I'm going to place it on the blank where I've previously marked. And I'm wiping the excess glue off. I'm also at this time making sure that this guide is perfectly straight so I don't have to move it later. Alright, the next step in building this rod is after the glue has set up on the guides, I'm going to tape the guide feet down, as you see here I've done to every guide on this blank. That reinforces them so I can perform a line arc test. A line arc test is simply stringing your rod and flexing it to make sure that there are no sharp angles where the line passes through the guides. It also makes sure that when you flex it, the line does not touch the blank. Once you've determined that the line doesn't touch the blank and there are no sharp angles where it passes through the guides, you know your guides are properly spaced and you can move to the next step. Alright, the next step then would be to wrap the guides. I'm going to secure my thread, and then I start rotating the rod. It crosses over. Once I get it set where it's not going to move anymore, I can trim the excess off. Then I continue to wrap up onto the guide foot. Once you get it started onto the guide foot, you continue up part way. You get to a spot there about the middle. Insert your thread loop. Wrap the rest of the way up to the guide leg. I've reached the guide leg. Now, for custom rod builders, you can ask for a locking wrap to be put on. You're going to go behind that guide leg, a couple of wraps. Then you're going to go around it twice. And then you're going to back it up with 2 more wraps. Going to finish it off by pulling your tag end back through your wrap, concealing the tag end. You're going to clean it up. Make sure no threads are over the top of any other threads. There are no gaps in the thread. At this point, I'm going to work my way on to the other end of the rod. Alright then, so the next step would be to put the clear coat on the guide wraps. For demonstration purposes, I'm not actually going to use any clear coat material. I would have it here in this cup, and I'd be brushing it on, and you just put it on there in the desired amount you want, and cover the entire wrap thoroughly. That way it protects the wrap. At this point, after I've finished all the wraps on this rod, I'm going to put it up onto a drying rack. Okay guys, so the final step here would be, once we get it on the drying rack, to turn the dryer on, and it rotates, which keeps that 2-part epoxy clear coat level throughout the process. It'll sit on there for about 6 to 12 hours, and then it's ready for delivery to the customer. Alright guys, so we've gone over all the steps it takes to build a custom rod. Now, one of the reasons that a lot of people come to a custom rod builder is to get something like this you see here. We've got a Texas Longhorns rod and an OU rod. You can see that the colors match the school colors, and you've also got different vinyl wraps you can put on that go with the colors of the rod.
Hey Jeff, we really appreciate you letting us come in and take a look at how rods are built.
Sure.
Hey fans, I hope this gives you a little bit of insight on how rods are made and how to make a better selection next time you go to the store. If you ever want a custom rod made though, please visit your local custom rod maker or get in touch with Jeff here at www.jdrods.com. Thanks for watching Get a Limit Outdoors, and we hope this helps you get a limit.